Okay, so let's take a look at all the parts of Springsteen's live cover of Woody Guthrie's This Land Is Your Land from LA 1985. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video, because at the end of the video I'm going to be playing through the whole song and you'll see tab scroll across the screen. Okay, so this song's in the key of G major. Tempo varies a lot. It's a very slow one, again very loose picking, so don't feel that you need to go through this tab exactly. Get the chords down and everything else, and just it's quite loose timing in a lot of places. So it's around 95 BPM it starts off with. Let's take a look at the chords first. So C add 9. So third finger, third fret A, middle finger, second fret D, pinky, third fret B. Awesome chord there. Then G, classic Bruce G, third finger, third fret low E, pinky, third fret high E. Add your middle finger, the second fret G, got that lush sounding G add 9 chord. Okay, leave your middle finger there, second fret G, pinky, third fret B, then first finger, second fret low E, that's a D over F sharp, only happens once in the intro. Take your first finger off, strum from the D string, you've got a D sus2 chord, and then you've got an E minor, which happens in the fifth and sixth and the fifth and the outro section. So middle finger, second fret A, third finger, second fret D, all 6 strings. Okay, so what I'm also going to do now is put the song structure up on the screen. Hopefully that will allow you to break down all the different sections. Don't forget, all song structures will be in the description of YouTube videos. So be able to copy and paste it, put it in a Word file. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at the intro first. So again, if you really wanted to get this as close as what Bruce is doing in the video, I'll probably do less strumming as you're going through the song. So I'm just keeping it as simple and consistent as possible, just so it's kind of easier to teach. But feel free to, change it up. He's obviously matching his picking and his timing to really kind of impact the vocal melody and the lyrics he's singing about. So intro, C add 9, 2 bars. This is the picking pattern I'm suggesting. A, D, G, B, E, G, B, E. 2 bars. Alternate picking, and then do the same thing, but go from the low E and skip to the D. So 1 and 2 and 3, and these are all 8th notes. And the same thing here, D over F sharp, but just from the low E string. So E, A, D, G, B, D, G, B. So that'll work really well. Only 1 bar of that D over F sharp, and then the 2 bars of G. Cool, so the first 4 verses, pretty much the same. Again, feel free to change it up. If it was, so later on in the song I would probably go a little bit slower. Maybe instead of doing 2 bars of C add 9, for example, in the intro, later on maybe just do 1 bar, that picking pattern, but a lot slower. So it kind of fills out a little bit more. Cool, okay, so the intro, then the first 4 verses, pretty much the same. Okay, so what we're going to do is 2 bars of C add 9. Same kind of picking, works really well. G major, again quite fairly soft picking as well. Now D sus2, do a slightly different picking pattern here. Just works better with a kind of 4 string chord. So D, G, B, and I'm going up on the E, up on the B, up on the G, down the D, up on the G. You can also do alternate. 2 bars of that, and then that lush G add 9 chord, kind of same picking style as the previous bar. So awesome 8-bar phrase there for the first, second, third, fourth verses. Okay, and then basically the 5th verse and the outro pretty much the same, apart from the final 2 bars of the outro. Okay, so the 5th verse, you start off as normal, C add 9 for 2 bars. G, again maybe a bit of reverb on the acoustic, and then D sus2, and then G add 9. So the first half is pretty much the same as what we've done before. Okay, and then the second half of the 5th verse, C add 9, 2 bars, 1 bar of G this time, then E minor, okay? Same picking as your G, D sus2, the 2 bars, so it's only really a slight difference, and G add 9. Cool, and then basically the outro is exactly the same, apart from the last 2 bars. Instead of doing 2 bars of G add 9, okay. If you're not comfortable with that chord, just use a G. Bruce just mixes it up quite a bit. So yeah, so the outro, last 2 bars, instead of 2 bars of G add 9, last 2 bars, you're going to just, of the outro, you're going to do G, E, D, G, B, then C add 9, 3 and 4, and, okay, so just pick those, E, D, G, B, C add 9, A, D, G, B, and then strum on the G. So fairly straightforward in terms of structure, which is great. If you're not used to picking, it'd be a great one for you to do, and it's an awesome song as well. It's a classic kind of American song there. So hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Any comments, suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. Please subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications if you haven't already. If you want any questions about getting the tabs, so you can get all the tabs either in PDF or Guitar Pro format from the JS Music School, instant downloads to your computer there, or using your subscribe style codes. Cool, any questions about anything, let me know. Thanks again for everyone supporting the channel. See you next time. Cheers, bye.
you'd like to get guitar profiles, tab PDFs, backing tracks from any of these tutorials, head over to either the subscribe star page or my website jsmusicschool.co.uk. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. Thanks very much, see you on the next one.